Ladies and gentlemen, lots of different news popping up left, right, and center. Many different stories to ponder about. This is the latest that's out there at the moment. Chelsea are prepared to compete with Liverpool for Matheus Nunes in the summer, however, but there's plenty to talk about.
All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. Look, let's get stuck straight into this. Before we do all of those transfer business news, which is always exciting to talk about, there's some Chelsea news that we want to go through. First up, Chelsea's plan was to sell Pulisic after they signed a winger, but then he got injured. Look, the injury is obviously unfortunate, but I think it's unfortunate for Christian Pulisic as well. With the level of players that we've brought in the likes of Modric, João Felix, Madueke, once Christian Pulisic is fit, he's going to be once again a rotational player. And even as a rotational player, he will have to up his game a lot. He would literally have to up his game a lot. His 1v1 ability has seemed to have just disappeared from his repertoire, from the days of, the restart, COVID restart under Frank Lampard, that magnificent stint that he had. He's never been able to get that same form back. And then there's been injuries, plethora of injuries that's, stopped his progress. Somewhere along the way, of course, he lost confidence as well. I don't think he had the most happiest time under Thomas Tuchel. Then he goes on to ride the Borg, then all sorts of shenanigans with his dad on social media, in Twitter, causing mayhem. I think liking, much like what I did with the Mason Mount compilation, I think he was going around liking failed compilations of Havertz and Mason Mount. So, look, this is Christian Pulisic's fourth season at Chelsea, I believe. Yeah, it is the fourth season. First one with Lampard, then the second one with Lampard and Tuchel, last season third. So this is the fourth. This is the fourth season at Chelsea Football Club, and time's up, in my opinion. Time is now up. Time for both Chelsea Football Club and Christian Pulisic to find new adventures out there. So look, it's probably not going to happen in this January window because he's still injured. But you best believe, come summer, I hope Christian Pulisic has something ready. I truly hope. I hope he doesn't wait till the summer window to open. I hope he has something lined up, and then by the time the window opens, that it's official on the first week. So Christian Pulisic, for me, ladies and gentlemen, I think the long-term future is probably sealed. He will have to move on from Chelsea Football Club. Thiago Silva is very happy with Chelsea, but he is going to speak to his family first before signing a new deal. Look, from the vibes and then from the reactions I see from Belle Silva on social media, things that she's saying, I think, and also some of the, if you follow Thiago Silva or Belle Silva on Instagram, you'll see their kids are quite happy as well. I think they as a family are quite happy in London. They may just stick around for another season, and I think that's going to be fantastic. Thiago Silva has said he would like to play until he's in his 40s. If he can continue on and keep maintaining his body, I mean, for a 38-year-old, he is damn fit, probably fitter than some youngsters out there. So look, he would be invaluable for us next season, and I think his experience will really brush off on Buddy Shield, Wesley Fofana, Chalobah. He can really mold them to be the next big thing. So I would love it, at least for another season, get the contract. Even if it means a season after that, that would be fantastic if we can give him 1+1. But maybe for the time being, maybe season in, season out. Let's assess it in that manner. But Thiago Silva, this is a contract extension I am definitely very excited about. Injury boost for Potter. It's understood Reece James and Ben Chilwell could play some part against Fulham and Raheem Sterling. Hopes to join first team training by the start of next week. Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Chalobah are also available. So look, a full set of players soon will be available for Graham Potter. The players that have been injured, especially Reece James, for me is a huge one. Look, once again, don't want to rush him. Take your time. start him from the bench, slowly by slowly build up the minutes, and then hopefully he can start. But it's still so important to get that right-sided player, that backup for Reece James. Malo Gusto is a must, is an absolute necessity. Ben Chilwell, look, I'm looking forward to Ben Chilwell coming back. Look, I still have doubts. A couple of injuries that he's taken, last season and this season, they're heavy injuries. ACL last season, ripping his hamstring this season. This brother, once again, take your time. It'll be interesting how we actually deploy him. Do we deploy him as a wing back if we play a back three? Do we deploy him as a left back in a back four? And the competition with Cucurella is going to be immense. Cucurella, the last game I thought was quite good against Liverpool. So it's good. You want to have this level of competition. Chilwell, Cucurella level of competition. And Raheem Sterling, look, I definitely want this brother to be back ASAP and needs to now wake up, because now we've got quality up front and there's going to be some solid competition for him. He needs to now wake up and start producing for Chelsea Football Club, much like the way he did earlier parts of this season. And then before the World Cup, when everything started going south for the entire football club at Chelsea, he was also one of them that was culpable. So now he needs to wake up. He needs to badly wake up. And to be honest, he didn't really have a good World Cup either. Okay. Now, in regards to some transfer news, ladies and gentlemen, Malo Gusto wants the transfer to Chelsea done as soon as possible. He cannot imagine it collapsing. Look, it's all down to Lyon now. Find yourself a replacement, accept the offer. We're going to come back for the second offer. Apparently, it's imminent. It should be enough money, more than enough money. Yes, his quality, the potential for Malo Gusto is immense, but he's 19 still. It's not like he's proven the world that he's some sort of a superstar. So the level of money that we're giving him, giving Lyon at the moment, I think it's quite relevant. So look, Lyon, let's do the job. Let's not beat around the bush anymore. And the good news is perhaps Lyon are showing interest in former Chelsea player Tariq Lamptey. So there could be a bit of a domino effect happening here. Tariq Lamptey, I think he's not preferred at the moment in Brighton. He doesn't start. They do prefer to go with, Solly Marsh as a wing-back player over there. I think they play with other players as well. Tariq Lamptey does come off the bench. Look, I remember when we got rid of Tariq Lamptey under Frank Lampard's tenure, I said, let's just keep him. You never know, down the track, you may need a backup for Reece James. Reece James cannot play every single game. This was like Frank Lampard's first season. But Tariq, I think at the end of the day, maybe just wanted to get first team football. And it's not always Chelsea's fault. Do you know what I mean? You can convince as much as you can. At the end of the day, if the player wants to leave and wants to get a, full-time opportunity elsewhere, it's very difficult to, keep them. I think we sold him for about 2 million. And once again, Brighton's probably going to get a nice amount, knowing that Lyon's going to get a nice amount for us. Once again, Brighton somehow getting our money. We're giving it to Lyon, and then Lyon ends up giving it to Brighton. Hopefully, this is the domino effect. We get Malo Gusto, Lyon gets Tariq Lamptey, and for Brighton, Tariq Lamptey seems to be a bit of a excess player. So, if we give Lyon somewhere around 30 to 40 million euros, so let's say turns out to be about 30 million pounds, you best believe Tariq Lamptey is probably going to cost around 10 million. So our money ends up going to Brighton anyway. But I hope we get that done, ladies and gentlemen. Chelsea's priority is Malo Gusto. Benfica told Chelsea last week, no way for different payment terms for Enzo, release clause or nothing. And there's some latest on Enzo Fernandez, the manager of Benfica, coming out and saying as well, they don't want to let go of Enzo. I think this is why I didn't want to get hyped up the second time around, and I put myself out there again. I got hyped, and looks like this is not happening unless Benfica change their mind that they're open to have a payment structure as opposed to paying the entire release clause at once, and there's taxes as well. So the release clause is about 120 million euros, but with taxes could potentially go up to 160 million. That level of money, I don't think Chelsea is willing to pay all up front. If Rui Costa and Benfica come into some sort of situation, an agreement with us, then that would be the most prudent, prudent placement for us. Okay, let's check out what Benfica manager said. I just want to quickly show this to you guys. We'll talk about Caicedo down the track. There was information about, there we go, Tariq Lamptey. Want to watch in the final days for transfers window. European clubs are informed on his situation as he could leave Brighton. Olympique Lyon are among the clubs now showing interest in Lamptey in case Malo Gusto leaves to Chelsea, to join Chelsea. So this is from Fabrizio Romano. So something's cooking there with Tariq Lamptey and Lyon. This is what Benfica manager said in regards to Enzo Fernandez. I'm confident on Enzo staying with us. Yes, I see him very happy, in great condition. I don't expect any player of our starting 11 to leave the club now, he added. So look, we're going to have to move on from Enzo Fernandez unless something drastic happens. Now, this is the blockbuster news. I wanted to keep it for the end because it's a good way to finish off this particular video. Chelsea are prepared to compete with Liverpool for Matheus Nunes in the summer. Look, this name, as you know, popped up last summer from Sporting, and I was quite keen. At that time, I believe it was touted to be somewhere around 37 million euros. You best believe you're not going to get Matheus Nunes for that money anymore. Wolves will milk as much as they can. He's now, getting the experience in the Premier League. But I'm going to say one thing, though. From what I've seen so far this season under Wolves, and he's 24, so it's not like he's a young spring chicken anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's getting to that sort of peak level that a footballer, enters around 25, 26, 27. For me, from what I've seen so far with Wolves, and I know Wolves is not the best team, for me, he's like another Kovacic. Good dribbling, looks great, moving from defense to midfield and maybe into the final third area. But then once he gets there, it's all a little bit scrambled. I don't think always makes the best decisions. If you look at his stats this season, 1 assist in the Premier League out of 17 matches played or 18 matches played. In the entire club sort of domestic competition, altogether with Premier League and all the cups, 1 assist, that's it. So, look, I don't want another player that's going to be of the Kovacic mold or Ruben Loftus-Cheek mold. Unless with the quality that we have, maybe a player like him could potentially grab a little bit more, goal contribution. But I'm weary because I need someone who's a little bit more potent, a little bit more proven. And this is why someone like Enzo Fernandez in midfield would have been so great for us, because you can see, man, the guy's got phenomenal vision and he's got an eye for a goal as well. He's got the technical ability. Not saying Matheus Nunes doesn't. Matheus Nunes 100% has all the ability, but just gives me that Kovacic vibe, all press resistant, being able to beat the press from deep, drive. When Matheus Nunes played against us earlier this season, he looked pretty good for Wolves. So, look, you guys let me know how you feel about Matheus Nunes. The amount of money we're probably going to pay, and once again, this is not for now, this is for summer. We're potentially going to pay a lot of money for Matheus Nunes. Someone hasn't really lit up the Premier League, and I get it, this is the first season, so maybe give it a bit of time. With better players at Chelsea, maybe he's going to be able to find a lot more range. But I don't know, man. I don't know whether this could be another one of those situations where another midfielder that doesn't produce much for us but looks great overall. Matheus Nunes is on the list of potential targets for Chelsea, which includes West Ham captain Declan Rice and Brighton's Moses Caicedo, while Everton's Amadou Onana is also being looked at for Graham Potter's squad. So all of these are probably a summer situation. Amadou Onana is something that we can contemplate now, but as I said, when you are trying to get your first options in the likes of Enzo and in the likes of Caicedo, it's very difficult to then settle for Onana. But then again, the times I've seen Onana, when he played for Everton, obviously, he looked all right. He did look all right, but I don't want to settle for seconds. If it's something in the summer that we want to look into, if we can get one of our first choice and then you want to get a Amadou Onana as a supplementary, no problems. But just on him own now, I feel like let's calm down, let's be patient and see where it goes. They were interested in Premier League record deal for Enzo Fernandez earlier in the window, but could not close a deal with Benfica. Look, if we can get somehow Enzo in the summer, I don't know if we can manage to do that, have the conversation now and place something for the summer, I wouldn't mind someone like Declan Rice to come in. If West Ham potentially gets relegated, we could probably pick up Declan Rice for cheap. But then again, now there's rumours that Declan Rice probably wants to go to Arsenal Football Club, knowing that they're going to have Champions League football. We probably might not. We'll see about that. Maybe we can win the Champions League. That's the one and only way I feel like we can make it to the Champions League next season. I'm still not ruling it out because our team will be very different by the time this transfer window closes. So, look, ladies and gentlemen, you let me know how you feel about everything that we've talked about today. Malo Gusto, Christian Pulisic, time to go or not. The midfield situation, how you feel about it? It looks like Moses Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez. It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Till next time. See ya.